这是user ID building, user ID.
Pardon?
这是 USB.
This USB port.
So what's it for?
It takes you directly to a URL that's hard-coded in it. And what we do is that URL actually comes to our servers out in California. And these are promotion keys. And what we do is then we tell whoever bought the key, because we have the key ID, and this happened to be for Bayer Nordic, Bayer aspirins here in the US, they call it Bayer in Europe. Bayer Nordic decided to run a test on advertising and giving these keys to doctors. The doctors give the keys to the patient. And whenever they give the key to the patient, they enter the patient's name and the ID number on the key. And then whenever the patient comes to our website, we forward it to the Nordic website. So then we're taking metrics. The key plugged in at this time, it went to their website, we see what pages they open. We see whenever they close off their website, it acknowledges back to us. So we have key data on a promotion. So the idea was, if you're doing a mailed promotion, you get a 1.5% to 3% return. Well, Bayer got a 33% return on these keys, and it costs about the same. The keys are about $3 to an end user. We pay about 80 cents for them. And plus we sell them, our services on the reporting system so that they know who came on at what time. We notify their call center so that they know that this person looked at this web page, and then they can go outbound to them and say, we saw that you were looking at the web page, and can we
That's
sell
a
you
great
the
idea.
product?
Immediately say, I'm going to buy that.
Right,
$3, one.
yeah, for $3. And so then you can actually see how effective your marketing campaign is. Well, the pharmaceutical industry is very small. Even though it's very large, it's a lot of communication. And so people started, Bayer Nordic's talking to Bayer headquarters Europe, and they said you get a 33% return. So they turned around and ordered 100,000 of these, and then we got a call from a guy up in Canada that said, we hear about this web key, and we want an exclusive for Healthcare Canada. So this is literally in the past month and a half. And then we have a New York company call us and said, we heard about this key from the guys in Canada, my colleagues up here at Alden, and we have a potential to sell a lot of these keys. And so they did an initial order with us, and it turned out that the customer's Capital One Bank, and it was a test market for 25,000, and now they're talking about 250,000 keys. And then it came through BMW. They wanted a special key made for them, and that they're going to do it. We can see that this can be very lucrative very quickly. And so my partner's on an airplane on United right now as we speak, on his way to Shenzhen, because our fact, it's near Chinese New Year, and that everybody's not wanting to work, and we're needing to have them work. And so
Is that the reason you moved to UK?
I prefer living there.
No,
And
you just you moved this your company to UK, or you just retired, finished?
no, well, with Blackwatch Data, I'm calling on European customers.
I see.
SAP business in Europe. So this is different business.
This is a different business. Yeah.
This is like
California.
This is a California.
but you're still,
San Diego.
this is your company? Is it?
I own half of it.
Okay. Oh, so you're kind of
So you're the owner of the company.
I own half of the company.
The company doing these kind of promotions.
I just have a question. How many companies you own now?
Right
Oh,
now.
just actually right now, just two.
Just
Two companies.
so normally you work with a partner, you get it up, then you sell to someone.
Yes,
Then
yes.
you move to another one.
Right, yeah.
You are owner and the founder.
Well, Tim and I are jointly founder here, and then there's 4 of us are founders of Blackwatch Data.
Co-founder.
right.
And in your life, how many company you own in the whole life?
Oh, how many have I been involved in? I've been involved in Rome, Lotus, Ashley Tate, Mygent, Pilot Software, IRI Software, Frontech, Amicus, and Per Se. So it's 9, 10.
Okay.
And then these 2 companies, so 11 companies.
Wow.
Wow.
All the
When are you
successful.
planning to sell it?
So this
You got the
one
money?
is,
Yes, since we get it for a good price.
yeah.
That's when you
So this
sell
is
it.
new, this is
Yeah,
new.
this is new.
All right.
It just is.
Does it have a patent or something? Do you need a patent?
No, but we have trademarked our software in our name and copyrighted the software, about the way the software works.
So you think
I'm not telling you everything we can do with the software. We can do some pretty amazing things that other people don't understand what we can do.
Actually, I'd like to ask you, do you think the trademark or copyright will be enough to protect your product?
Well, first of all, the key has been made for lots of people, but it's what we do with it is what makes the difference. It's our server software, our application. The underlying part of the software. We can do things with the key. We can give metrics that other people don't know how to go about doing it. And one of our customers has hired a very technical guy, a hardware engineer kind of guy, and he started asking questions, and I said, those are the questions we don't answer.
Yeah.
Because he was saying, I don't understand how you're doing that. And I said, we know you don't understand why we're doing that. And,
We don't
but
want to tell you.
and we're not telling you either.
So yeah, so what do you think about, because I mean, most of us here are software engineers or developers. So what do you think about the software patent? Do you think it's worth it? I mean, like, because if you patent, do you think it's a good idea?
I wish I had patented the idea of that hardware memory, that board.
No, hardware is different, but the software.
But
if you-
I'm getting around to telling you.
Right.
Right. If I had done that, every USB disk drive that's plugged in, I would get a royalty
Right.
from that concept of solid state memory. So if you feel like you've got something so unique in software, then it would be good to patent it. You could do something else. You can file a patent, have a patent pending.
Yeah.
And then that kind of protects you for a while until you're getting enough money from the software to invest in the patent.
Yeah.
See if you can.
So I mean, the problem I see with software patent, first of all, a lot of people really anti software patent. They, like people, if you have patent and they don't want to use it, that's one thing. It's kind of like an ideological thing. But another thing is, if you software patent, then if you patent, you have to tell them how it works, right? And then people can easily re-implement your ideas,
Right.
and then you have to go to court. And how does that? You think that's
Well,
for
in
small
the,
companies?
I'm going to talk about one that was patented, that Ashton Tate, D-Base was patented. And in the end, it got thrown out.
You got one.
It
Small.
was thrown out of a court. Long after I was gone from Ashton Tate,
Yeah.
their patent was taken away from them.
Yeah.
Because the court said you never owned it. It came from Jet and Postal everywhere.
Yeah.
And so there's all.
There's so many controversial
Yeah, there's so,
issues here.
so many
People-
ways to go.
And people can say, well, this is not you. I mean, you this patent is not, you shouldn't be granted in the first place. And they can take you to court and stuff like that. And because so many companies like Microsoft patent so many things are so obvious, so it's a problem.
Yeah, it's-
If you're a big company, then you can afford to fight it in court. But if you have small guys, you don't have the money to defend or to
But when
pursue.
Borland bought Ashton Tate, part of the agreement with the court system, for fair trade practices, is that they had to give up any claim to ownership of that
Yeah,
code,
yeah.
of that copyright, which was a major thing that happened. Borland had just spent $436 million, and they didn't really get anything but the right to sell to market DVDs,
Yeah.
because they didn't have their copyright was no longer valid.
Carl, do you have, I saw you have 3 pages. You apparently have not finished the first one.
No.
You want to know everything.
Well, I was just talking about Ashton Tate and what happened They're how we launched and how we control the channels. And that, so that really was the last page, about how the feds eventually took Ashton Tate's copyright away from Borland Button.
I have a question here. When the Notice 1.3 comes out, there is no competitors. It's like, I think it's a revolution in the financial applications.
Well, there was competitors. There were 4 competitors that were in the marketplace. There was VisiCalc.
VisuCalc is the first
There's
one.
Multiplan from Microsoft. There was SuperCalc.
And
what's-
Quattro Pro is later. It's pretty good.
Quarter, that was much later.
Yeah, that was much
90.
later, yeah. That was
Yeah.
Philippe copied
Yeah,
that.
but it was pretty good as well.
Oh, yeah.
Quattro Pro also